another episode of Adventure People and Places. Corinne gets close to cute penguins, we say goodbye to the coast of Argentina, and we catch up with friends. This is our last adventure in South America. Let's go! And it's our last day at the sea. We have to say goodbye to the Argentinian coast.
Yeah, and this is really a nice beach. What's the beach called? Pretty Bonito.
Playa Bonito is what some random person called it.
There's people over there having sunset drinks. There's somebody else camping over there, and just the waves crashing, no wind.
Yes. So Corinne had a lovely day hunting the penguins. Tell us a little bit about that.
I took so many pictures, I forgot to vlog. So this specific site has the rock hoppers. Their distinctive features are they rock on the hops.
Okay, hop.
Hop on the rocks.
How much wine have you had?
Just one glass. They rock the hops. They hop on the rocks, and they've got it's feathers, but it's like an eyebrow like this, and then the feathers also pan out of it like that. So that is their features.
I'll overlay the video so they can see it.
And then there were the Magellanic. They are the standard penguins. They were also there. Unfortunately, Luke couldn't join us.
They didn't want to believe that I could crawl onto the island.
Yeah.
I had to make a serious suggestion for them to reconsider.
Anyway.
There's the mouse. See.
Yeah. Oh, but that's one of those other cute thingies.
Yes. It's
a fatty.
It's a fat mouse with no tail.
Let's give him some cheese.
No, don't feed the wildlife. So would you recommend this?
Yes.
And what was the island called? Isla Penguina.
Yeah, and there were also black and white dolphins. They are some of the smallest dolphins. I think they were called cormorant, like the cormorant bird, cormorant dolphin. And sea lions.
I'll put the name under the video.
Sea lions and...
Isla Penguina is an hour boat ride from Puerto de Sanado on the mainland.
Seals, no. So it was actually very nice, and you could go up very close to the penguins, and we just sat with them and shared ideas. But it was definitely worth it. You can get very close to the penguins, but you need to take care when the penguins are moving. You must not stay between penguins walking in a row, as they may lose their way and get separated from their group. This tour is highly recommended, as the guide is very knowledgeable and you learn a lot about the penguins and the sea life. I haven't seen the macaroni penguin yet, which is my favorite so far. And then we're still looking for armadillo. Yes, we still haven't seen the armadillos after all the effort we made and looking and driving slowly. Still haven't seen them. So how many kilometers do we have left, Luke? So now tomorrow we're taking the car in for the last service, and then we are saying goodbye to the coast and heading inland towards Bariloche. We have about 2,100 kilometers left. We will hopefully do nearly half of that towards Bariloche tomorrow over the weekend, and chill there for a few days, clean the car, and then it's the last stretch and the last hop over the Andes by car. Thank you. I've done it too many times. But every time was great. The last one was the best. Which, it was baby Andes. We're from Bariloche to Chile, yes. Yeah. But we are taking some new routes north along the Andes and then over. And hopefully we'll see a few friends for the last time. This has been actually quite nice. The last 2 months since Christmas, we've been seeing some people that we really liked again. So hopefully we will see a few more. Some of them rhubarb.
Yeah.
Scottish.
It's a season in Patagonia, and because the cone of South America gets narrower and narrower, it becomes a lot easier to meet up with people that you like, because the distances between each other reduces, and we could meet up. Yeah. So now let's enjoy the lovely sea view for the last time. Next time we will be looking this way over the same ocean towards where we are now. Today we arrived in Komodo Vadia, where in 1902 300 families from South Africa moved to Argentina, and they landed here in the bay from an English ship, running away from the English that's just beaten the South Africans in a big war. They didn't want to pay tax and they didn't want to live under the English yoke, so they moved to Argentina. And as we head inland from the sea, we are going to go and see if we can find any traces of them in a little town called Sarmiento, which is about 120 kilometers inland. And we will take you along and see if we can find them, or even traces of them. We have already eaten something that is very South African at a panaderia or bakery that we were wondering why this dish is being made there, called fitkoek or fat cake, and it tasted just like home. So let's see if we can find traces of the South Africans that arrived here 120 years ago. So we have arrived in Sarmiento. It's quite late, it's about 8 o'clock, but the sun's still up. We're going to find camp place to sleep tonight, and tomorrow morning we're going to see if we can find any traces of the Afrikaner and ancestry here in Sarmiento. Welcome to Sarmiento. Let's see if we can find, there was America around. Let's see if we can find any traces of the Afrikaner. We don't have a lot of hope, but we'll go and see. First heading to the tourist info. We visited the tourist office of Sarmiento to find out if there are any trace of our Afrikaner heritage left in this town. Then we popped into the local farmers market to grab some local cheese. We visited the local museum and the town square, but there was no signs left of the South Africans that moved to this area in 1920. So far our search has been fruitless, but we did find the South African flag waving in the central square, but that's been the only sign. No names on the street so far, and no museum or anything celebrating it. And we are back on Ruta 40, Ruta Cavarenta, a road we met the first time at kilometer mark 4,600, and then again in the south between kilometers 500 and 100, and now we are back on it, but this time heading north. We'll be following this route for more than 1,000 kilometers. It follows the Andes Mountains on the western side. We can't see the mountains, but we know it's somewhere over there, very far away. And yeah, we'll be on it until we cross over the Andes for the last time. We're taking it slow and steady. We have an 8-kilometer stretch that we're doing now up to Bariloche. 800 kilometer stretch up to Bariloche over the next 2 days. And then we're taking a break, and then we are going to slowly follow the lakes and up to a place called Bardas Blancas, where we will then start saying goodbye to Argentina. But it's straight, it's heading north.
In the right direction.
Yes, we are in the right direction.
And there's no wind. No strong wind.
Yes.
So.
For the first time in what, more than a week.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, we have no wind while driving. It's a big, big thing here. The car can really move around in the wind. So after 3 weeks of searching, we have eventually spotted our first live armadillo. After that 700 km of quite monotonous landscapes, we are happy to be back in the mountains. It's green around, lots of trees again, and some snow-capped mountains as we are just south of Bariloche. We realized it was a shock that we have how many days in the car left?
No, 9.
9 days camping in the car before we hand it over to the new owners and have an Airbnb in Santiago de Chile. It's a bit of a shock. Slowly we're heading to the end.
Well, now at a fast speed, clapping the kilometers day after day. Yeah.
So a short break in Bariloche from driving, but not from working. And then we're heading further north. We then spent 3 days camping and preparing our trusted high ace in Bariloche. This was hard work, but we wanted the vehicle to be ready for the new owners. We then hopped back on Ruta 40, heading north again. This is another picturesque route where you drive through an area of beautiful lakes and forests. But slowly the landscape became drier and drier and turned into a semi-arid landscape, although the rivers were still full of water. There was a lot of black volcanic rock scattered all over the landscape as we were getting closer and closer to the Andes. As we are approaching our most northern point of Ruta 40, we are slowly saying goodbye to the interesting roads. This is our last stretch of interesting roads that we will be driving in South America.
By my friend.
Who's your friend?
The, what you call them?
The grater.
The great. Oh no! He's in front of me. Damn.
Maybe he's coming back.
I thought it would be the whole 80 kilometers.
So yeah, we're heading to
a bit of a letdown.
A last meetup as well.
Oh, he's coming back.
Where we are meeting up with our friends from the Combi Chronicles, and we're going to spend the last few days with them saying part of our saying goodbye to South America.
No.
Maybe he's done the whole 80 kilometers and he's coming back. Karin's favorite person.
No. Another color.
We stand around right here.
Yeah, but maybe this is the bad section. So on our overland, I said the first 20 km is very bad. Very on the speed. But it's like smooth sailing, right? You can cruise at 40.
And I'm sad to say that was the last of the South American dust. I have a tear in my eyes. But next time we'll be tasting some African dust. Nah, honey.
Yes, Africa.
Must be a VW with a Seguro engine.
What?
Let's follow the oil trail and go and find out. See, there's an oil trail. There's a dot. There's another dot.
I don't see any dots there.
We think we spotted our partner's drive. from way back northern Chile and Laguna Route to live here. Mr. and Mrs. Combi Chronicles. Hola! We're bringing some shade. How's it going? Hola, hola! Happy to see you again?
Made it.
Yes. We are only less than 500 kilometers from the end, so it's not good news.
All right, I'm meeting you.
Yes. Thanks for coming out of your way.
We have to come. We have to come to Chile now anyway. So.
Really? I thought she was talking cuck.
No,
We spent that day and evening catching up on 4 months of travel stories. Our trip was coming to an end and Lee and Willow still had a lot of South America to see. It was great chatting about past shared adventures and future plans. The next morning we left together as they needed to head back to Chile to buy car parts for Ruby, their temperamental VW Combi. Unfortunately, for the last time, we have to say, ciao Argentina. We will cry for you. One of our top countries to visit.
Yes.
Ever. We will miss you. We will miss your people. We will miss you.
Why?
And your meat and your lovely places to visit and your hospitality. But as we are saying goodbye on our last trip, it is unfortunately time to say ciao Argentina. Thank you very much. We appreciate it in every moment here.
Where are we going to sleep tonight?
We are going to a hot springs.
We're going to sleep on no man's
Land. Yes, yes. We are exiting Argentina but not entering Chile yet. And we are doing a last bit of a road trip with the Combi Chronicles. Let's go and get the paperwork over and done with. And that was it. The last exit of our journey. No, second last. We will still exit Chile when we fly home. Now it is for the hot springs. I don't really feel like hot springs,
But it's not that hot.
maybe it's colder as we're going to climb a bit. Our little convoy then headed into the foothills of the Andes Mountains between the Argentinian and the Chilean border post to a campsite and a hot springs in a beautiful valley. So in the middle of no man's land, we have arrived at the Termas Rio Grande. Unexpectedly busy here, but I think it's because of the weekends and we can camp here on the lawn. Yeah, let's go and
Have a look.
do the admin and find a home. We spent a few days camping with our partners in crime, just soaking up the sights and contemplating the last 2 years on the road in South America. The views of the mountains with wild horses grazing below our campsite was the perfect setting to say goodbye to the Andes mountain range. This mountain range has been our playground for so much of our trip. We were also making travel plans and bouncing ideas off each other, sharing a campfire like we've done during the Laguna route and in northern Chile. But then it was time for our final crossing of the Andes range. Our trip and this adventure travel series was coming to an end. We loved the views and the roads. Sharing it with a friend was perfect. South America has been so hospitable to us, so it was appropriate that the last goodbye was shared with other travelers in the most stunning surroundings. As is traditional, we stopped at some stone cairns to say thank you to the roads for the 50,000 kilometers of safe passage. Last bit of good luck for the road. Here we end this series. We hope you enjoyed it with us. We are heading back to Africa and have big plans and many more adventures to come. We will be spending time with friends and family, enjoying life around Cape Town, and are doing a big vehicle build for our African adventures. That's a story for another time. Please head over to patreon.com/Fearless on 4 Wheels to subscribe and get these videos first and view them ad-free. Or like and subscribe this video to support our channel. Thank you for watching.